Hi everyone, this is Bill, and I thought today I'd give you a look at my yearling ewes. Now that they got sheared, they're going to be lambing here pretty soon. They could start April 10th, and I'm going to move them into the lambing shed, so I thought I would just take you along while I moved them, and you can get a look while we move them down there, and we'll see how good they are bagging down. They've never been down there, so I don't know how this is going to go. We'll see if they want to head down or if they want to try to turn back. I was going to leave this gate open here, but maybe I better grab it so I don't try to come back. It's not going to help because all the ewes and lambs are over here. Come on, lady. Yeah, they're all 13 months now. Some are probably more closer to about 13 and a half, but none of them are 14 yet. So far, they don't want to go. Come on. Come on. I can get them down around this corner where the water's at, and then it shouldn't be too bad. There's 32 in this group. There's 20 full-bloods, and they have the great big calf Z tag, and then the purebreds just have the smaller yellow tags. If you watch my videos in the fall there, I explained the whole tagging situation, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Whatever color the tag is, that's the line they're in on those full-bloods. Today's April 4th, and we got a big trip planned tomorrow, so I figured I'd get them moved in there today, and then they'll be ready. They can start April 10th. They'll be settled in and ready to go. Come on. There, some are looking at the gate. That's all right. This way you're getting a look at them. I think they're a pretty uniform set overall for having such various bloodlines. Well, we cleared one hurdle getting them out of that lot, and now we'll see how good they'll go on to the next one, and then over there's the lambing shed. That's where we're taking them to. I did not use the marking harness on these, so I don't know when they're due. I think I saw maybe 5 or 6 that were in heat activity with the rams. Oh, I forgot the rams are over here. They're going to want to flock to them, but hopefully we can get them to go here and not take up too much time. At least we're able to get a look at them while we're getting them to go. Yeah, they look pretty good under all that wool. I'm not giving them any grain for the last, probably getting close to 6 weeks now, because I know I made sure it was closer to 7 weeks from their actual due date. I started them on alfalfa hay and no corn. The first year I got them from Canada, I fed them a little bit of corn all the way up till they were lambing, I think about a half a pound, and I found out that that grows the lambs too fast inside of them. This breed doesn't really need all that grain. So I decided I'm not doing that again. And my little experimentation that year was once they started having trouble having those single buck lambs specifically, because the buck lambs were really big inside of some of them, I knew that the grain was probably growing them too big. So I yanked the grain away, and then the ewe lambs were more spread out then because I didn't try to lamb them later. I tried to lamb them early, and then of course they don't all reach puberty the same. So anything that lambed later then, about a month later, they didn't have any problems. It didn't matter if it's ram lambs or not. So then I thought, well, I'm probably on to something. So I thought, I'm not feeding them grain anymore and growing them lambs too big. So that was what I did different this year. Sorry about that. I should have shut this other gate. They wanted to double back for it. I should have known better, but with filming, I guess I wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking about, let's get them in that lambing shed, and then I got some hay in there, and they'd line up at the bunk probably, and go down the line and kind of look at their udders. So anyway, I'm kind of excited to have a whole group that didn't receive the grain like that, and see if that proves my theory. So I think that it should, but you know, proof's in the pudding. We'll find out. They start popping lambs out. Nothing but alfalfa hay and no grain. I think overall they're in the condition right on where I want them to be. You know, you're always going to have an outlier when you feed them all as a group, but as an average, I think that condition's right where I need them to be without having any grain. I'm thinking there might be 2 purebreds not bagging down and 2 or 3 full bloods not bagging down. So I suppose that's pretty typical with breeding them as ewe lambs to lamb as yearlings, that you're never going to get 100% of them to take. Now they could still be bred for late because I left the rams in to where they could lamb all the way up till May 31st. And if they're all the way up till the end, they wouldn't be starting to show yet. Well, they found it, so now they're in their new shed and ready for lambing. Seems like it's going to be a little dark going in there, but we'll see what it's like when we go in. If the camera refocuses there. There we go. Don't look like it's going to be too bad, but I got to put this gate up to make sure they don't double back out on me. I really like that pink line ewe right there. She's got a big belly, so I'm thinking she might have twins. I know in general, so far with my limited experience with this breed with ewe lambs, they don't have that many lambs their first year, like 1.14, 1.15, my limited experience, so I don't expect many twins. They're going to have a lot of nice singles and learn to be mothers, and then it looks like they're going to go on to have a lot of lambs in the future. If you watched a few videos ago, I run through the numbers from this year, but the 3 years I've had them across all the mature ewes, it's been like a 2.0, 1.9, a 2.1 drop, and then last year I actually kept them all alive, but the year before, when I had the 200% lamb crop, I did lose a few. But the 1.9 lamb crop last year, I was able to save them all, and then this year I did not. I lost some of the triplets, but the good news is I had 210% to start with, so if you lose a few, you still got quite a few. But they're a meat breed. They're not known to have all them big litters. I mean, 175 to 180% was all I was ever told to expect, so I don't know how they figure that, if they're talking across the whole flock, or they're just talking mature ewes, or 2+, because the 2 ones definitely bring the average down. I don't know how they figure that, but I just know from each year they have more lambs. Year 1, 2, 3, and it seems like year 4 before they really reach the full potential. But even this year, as them 3-year-olds, you know, they drop the 200% and have 188% alive on them. So, well, I won't keep you in here too long because lighting's not good. But at least you got to see what they're like bringing them over. See them out in the light. So I'll wrap this one up. Thanks for watching. Bye.